Jodhpur. Sir will give a session on effective strategies for research proposal development. And on the same day, we have with us another resource person, Dr. J. Vasundhara Devi, professor from the Department of Mathematics, and Professor V. Lakshmikantam, Institute of Advanced Sciences, GVP College of Engineering, Visakhapatnam. She will give a session on how to publish a research paper in high-indexed journal as a perspective of editor. And on the last day, we again have with us Mr. Nikhil Gunda and his team to give a hands-on experience on AI tools for research, usage of research. So we are honored to have such distinguished experts who have kindly accepted our invitation and are here to share their valuable insights. Thank you very much for your presence in the inaugural session also, sir. Now, to ensure the smooth conduct of the FDP, we request all the participants to follow certain guidelines. Regarding attendance, a minimum of 80% of attendance is mandatory to receive the certificate. And please join the sessions on time. Every day it is from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and except on 27th, the first session will be from 11 a.m. to 12 noon and the second session from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Please make a note of that. And use question and answer session or chat box for the queries. Keep your microphones muted unless instructed. It is mandatory to fill the feedback form for every session. This will help us improve and is also required for the certification of the FD. So now, before we proceed to the technical session, by our esteemed resource person, Dr. Seshidhar Bandu, it is my privilege to hear from Dr. Haribabu Tamineni, Vice Principal of Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, and also one of the convener of this FDP. Sir, Haribabu sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Sailaja. And in fact, welcome, Dr. Seshi, one of my good old friends and who has readily accepted the excellent opportunity that is in OG, particularly for all the experts who are there in the house today. And this is an excellent gathering of having around 286 now. And we also have more to join. Of course, the first few minutes of time that is only for the understanding of what FDP is altogether and how it is being organized. Thanks to Dr. Sailaja, who has given us a detailed picture of how we are going forward for the FDP for next 5 days, along with this day, 6 days. It's our privilege from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology that we work hard for the benefit of society one side, on the other side, the academic initiatives like this. We, the Institute, comes forward to support each other and then learn from each other and also extend the roots of education, particularly to be taken forward for the suite of roots. And as part of this particular FDP is now busy buzzing with the AI everywhere. AI has come into the life just like that, as we all have been agreeing, though we were in the beginning somewhere in 2022, somewhere in the month of November or so, we were all shocked and surprised to know that there is something like us, which is really acting as if like a human being, thinking too much, like how the intelligence that brings out from each other. Whereas slowly that has become a co-pilot for us, and that it is supporting us, and we have also realized that it is not actually bypassing anymore, and it is just only the co-pilot for us, and we have realized that this AI enabled research or AI enabled research programming or academic programming or assessment programming is always trustworthy, and then it is a welcome fact for all of us. So we have decided, thanks to all the think tanks which have sit for a longer period, took around 20 days to brainstorm and then bring out this interesting topic line for the FDP. And thoroughly we have checked who are all those interesting candidates that are working with us, and we quickly have asked their permissions, and readily they all accepted. And we have got Sashidhar from Saudi Arabia, and then we also have Austin from Australia, and then we have got other 4 5 resource persons from India. Altogether, we have got the resources available, and we have a rich planning, and we're all going forward to sit so gently, happily to enjoy this evening, today onwards until this Saturday, with a wise thought and thought for a lot of wisdom. And with this, I'll call that the FDP is on. And if I'm permitted, I'll be inviting all of you into this wonderful evening gathering. Thank you very much, Ma'am Sailaja. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. It's our pleasure to have you as our vice principal and as a senior member of our department to guide us in each and every aspect. In this context, we should thank the management and principal Dr. V.V. Ramareddy Garu for giving us the opportunity to conduct this FTP. Now, may I ask our Vice Principal Academics, Dr. Anji Reddy, sir, to speak a few words about this FTP. Sir, if you are there, please unmute and can you please address?
Yes,
Dr. Anji Reddy.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. First of all, I would like to welcome all the participants, resource persons, professors, research scholars, students, all people for this 1 week online FDP on AI-enabled tools and techniques for research paper writing and project proposal development. So after seeing this topic, really is such a wonderful thing, because nowadays many research scholars are facing many issues when they're writing the paper, or many professors when they're submitting the project proposals, how to submit, how to arrive on the proposal. Many of them don't know about this. I think after attending this 1 week online FDP, definitely the participants will grab that kind of knowledge about this AI tools and project proposal development. Truly, I must congratulate SNH department for organizing such a wonderful FDP for all the people. Really, I congratulate all the conveners, coordinators, and organized committee. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your wishes. And with this, I also welcome head of the departments of different departments who attended this inaugural function. Thank you so much, sir. May I know if principal sir is in the session, sir? Because of large number of participants here, if you are there, we could not find you out. If you are there, can you please?
Let me cross check, ma'am. Let me cross check.
Yes, sir.
The principal sir's name. No. Sir Ramareddy, sir, are you available? I'm sorry. His name is not found, either
Yes, sir.
principal or Ramareddy, sir. And anyway,
Yes. Maybe because he's out of station, he could
maybe
not join.
if he joins, we'll break in the middle.
Yes.
We'll request Sashidhar to give us that opportunity to give the
Yes.
1 or 2 minutes for principal sir also to talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sashidhar, you accept?
Yes, sir. Now we shall move to the technical session. Before that, I'll ask Dr. R. Venkatesh Rao Garu to read out the profile of today's resource person, Dr. Sashidhar Bandu. Over to RVR.
Yeah, happy evening to all. Dr. Sashidhar has nearly 2.5 decades of experience in academics and educational leadership. He is an EFLU alumnus. Currently, he heads up the Professional Development Unit at Prince Saddam bin Abdul Aziz University, supporting the English faculty globally. He is a passionate about CAL, EduTech, and teacher training, with notable contributions during COVID-19, conducting 20 plus workshops on tech enhanced teaching. With this, I am warm welcoming Dr. Sashidhar sir. Warm welcome for the today's training on FDP tools. And now the floor is yours, sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Big thanks to my friend Dr. Hari and Madam Shailaja for having me, and to all the participants, because this is evening, it's your time, but I see close to 317 members. That is not just 2 hours. 300 into 2 is 600 hours. I look at it that way. So I'll not take or waste your time. If I can complete early, I'll do that. Let me, before that, if I may request you, kindly don't annotate if you're on a mobile phone. If the administrators can disable annotation, that would be great, because we'll not have any scribbling on the screen. One. Two, if you join from a laptop, that would be very good.
Will mute also.
Yeah, I take that.
Yes, sir.
And if you can have your smartphone ready for certain activities, because we can do it two ways. I lecture and you listen to, or we do an interactive session where I give some hands-on, because there are so many tools. If we do at least, if not all, one or two, it would be very good. And uh, to do that, if you have a smartphone in your hand, that would be more. Thank you so much. Let me share my screen and use the chat as much as possible. Okay, great. I could see all of you. Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, I see some old colleagues of mine also participating. I'm very glad. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. It is
Okay,
started.
good, good, good.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead. That's the topic, AI tools for academic writing. Today, what we will do, is the visibility okay? If you can help me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, great.
Can
today,
it be played as a slideshow, sir? Or
oh,
you-
sure. I
Yes,
would do that.
yes,
I'd
thank
do, I'd do that. How is it now? Now
Yes,
I
sir.
think it's
Yes, sir.
better, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's so good.
So today we will discuss literature search management using AI tools, content creation, writing, data analysis, teaching and assessment if we have time, and ethical considerations for sure we'll touch upon. This is more like a masterclass for the sessions that you would be taking from tomorrow on. Right? And how many of you can respond to in the chat box? How many of you have an idea of Gen AI tools? You can respond in the chat box. That would be very interesting. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not able to see the chat box, but I assume you are responding to.
There are many S's coming. Yes, I have.
Okay, great, great,
Not,
great,
not
great.
much, sir. Somebody wrote it as not much, and somebody said
Okay,
a few,
okay.
not many.
Yeah, let us keep it as interactive as possible this way, so that, I don't get a feel that I'm speaking to the wall, right? Because once I put the slideshow, uh, all I could see is the screen and nothing more. So, and the second one, what we would look at is literature review, which is an important aspect of our research, right? And research discovery tools, writing and language enhancement tools, visualization and presentations tools, which are important because visualization, some part of it when we present our research and post research, if we are making a presentation, these tools will be of help. And reference management is more than essential, right? When we are writing a research article, we need to manage our references, citing others' work. So this is what we will do. My goodness. This is on a monthly basis. ChatGPT is used so many times. Canva, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, Claude. You look at this. What are these? Any idea? You say AI or you
AI
say
tools.
AI tools? So in AI tools,
Generation.
which category do those come under in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Any idea?
Writing, sir?
The first one, general AI tools.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So these are the general AI tools which we have been using. Now, can someone mention in the chat box, if someone can read what is there in the chat box, that would also be great if someone can. ChatGPT, no doubt you know it, from September 2022, that is making waves. And Copilot, I don't know, this is Microsoft product. Gemini, it's a Google product. Students had the opportunity last year to access full version of it, a pro version of it for free. I don't know how many students could avail that. Now it's not. Now it costs 20,000 or so per year. And Claude, recently it's been in news and all our IT stocks, you know how they have fallen. Uh, did I miss one more thing? If you can tell me, what is one more Gen AI tool that I missed in the chat box, if you can?
One is saying perplexity, sir.
Fantastic. Perplexity is one thing. Awesome. Um, Perplexity, for that matter, those who are customers of Airtel would get it free for 1 year. Again, with a catch. After a few months, you have to add your payment and be careful because it's auto deducted after exactly after a year. So be careful about that if you have subscribed to. But perplexity is amazing. Hallucinations are very few in that. And if we look at it, that is it. All have free plans. That is to get you into using them. But slowly, once you got addicted to, they know how to charge you. So be careful and see how you can use them best. This is general. This is general AI. Now, everyone must be using uh, the AI tools, but who gets the best responses are those who give right prompts. Prompt is, very focused request to the machine, and that is when we get the right output. So here are some components, five key components. If you look at, um, let's look at this. Hope you could see the laser pointer. Five key component: context, clear instructions, step-by-step tasks, example, clarification. This is in Gen AI tools only. Okay. If it comes to specialized tools, you don't have to give a prompt. They do the job that you require. There are very few though. Example, tell ChatGPT you are a university teacher if you want to, if your task is related to it. Otherwise, it depends on the task that you're doing. As your most of your teachers, university teachers, I gave this. And iterative, keep refining. It's not that it's a magic pill that you write something, you get the best output. No. Uh, Good prompt, dramatically different results. So, how to do that? I'll give a few uh, ideas, or I'll give one example. If you could see, context, task, instruction, clarify, refine. This is the flow chart. If you look at it, this is how you can speak to it. Ignore the previous prompts in this conversation. You're an experienced content writer with high levels of expertise and authority within the tech industry. That's the context. Task, what is it? Instruction, you see, if you look at it, I'll provide you with a topic or series of topics, and you will come up with an engaging article outline for this topic. Clarify, check, do you understand, and refine. Keep refining, but total reliance on any AI tool is not a good idea. You have to, take that responsibility, because if you see, not with Perplexity, but at least with um, ChatGPT, Gemini, to some extent, it has improved a lot, but you see some hallucinations. I will share this with you all. Uh, these two very good, how to write academic prompts. I thought of doing an interactive session asking 4 or 5 participants to read from both these links. But the thing is, I should respect your time. And so what I do is I will share this presentation as a PDF, not as a PPTX, because it's over 100 megabytes. So I'll share this one, and you will get the links to these two prompts. How to get the best from these AI tools to get best academic output. And at the end of the day, most of you may have idea what is this chat GPT, what is this artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but it has massive data, and from that it picks. In a quick time, it responds. Let us do a small exercise. I don't want you to be great artists, but look at this. If I ask you, draw a tree, a mountain, the sun, and a house, you can close your eyes for a minute and imagine this. Draw a tree. Imagine you're doing that. A mountain, the sun, and a house. 90% of people might do this. Do you agree or not? You can chat. You can text in the chat, right? 90% of you may come up with something close to this. So why all of you got the same result? Because the schema is that way. You have all this image in your head and it came. Same is with AI. There is large amount of data. It is from that it is giving us. Nothing special, nothing unique, but it is time which saves. Now, coming to very specific, our today's workshop is about AI for academic writing. If you look at this is from Royal Society of Chemistry, from their research finding, this is what it says. Okay. From this article, time after time, how academic researchers spend their working life. If you look at this, if you could read this, according to Nature 16 job survey, the average academic researcher spends fewer than 4 out of every 10 working hours, probably because of institutional expectations, teaching workload, administration, whatsoever. This is not for, humanities and science, humanities people, because we don't do much in the laboratory. We may be doing our time, because I'm a teacher of English, so it might not go this, probably a little action research, but the thing is, we don't spend time in a laboratory, right? So this is how in 10 hours, so much time is spent for writing, if you look at. Now we move to, if you look at that, there is this we have our personal life, we have our professional responsibilities. There is also institutional expectation from teachers to publish research, right? So, what comes in handy is, as Dr. Hari said, AI is not, um, something wrong. AI is good. It makes our life easier. It helps us do our own job in the smallest time possible. We will touch upon some aspects of research writing, literature search and review. Okay. Now I will take you through a few sites and try to. Okay. Can you tell me what it is? What is the site that I have taken you to? Can you write in the chat if I can see the chat? Because this is more important now. Okay. Strange. Mhm. I am not able to see the chat. Okay. Hope you are able to see my screen. Uh, can you help me? What is it that you see on the screen? Which tool?
Semantic
Everything
scholar.
semantic scholar.
Okay. 1 second. I will show you something on the screen. Hope you will be able to look at this, my friends. Do you see my screen?
Sir, it is showing literature search, semantic scholar.
Okay. Now, can you see my screen? Do you see a tab or no? Do you
No, sir.
see okay. Let me just do that because, right.
Sir, if you don't mind, make it as a slideshow, sir, so that it will be easy.
It's not slide, sir. I'm trying to show
Okay.
something else.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you will be able to see.
Rashi, we see in the side panel some PowerPoint kind of a stuff. The right panel, we have seen literature search semantic scholar.
Okay.
And joining to it, we have what
Okay.
is it, what it is, and
Okay.
better than.
Okay. Now, how do you see? Now, do you see? 1 second. I will stop sharing and I will try to share everything. It becomes easy. No, no, no. Now, do you see something else?
It's just loading still.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now we
Okay.
can see an evaluation framework for call.
Okay. On the left top, what do you see?
See semantic scholar.
Okay. So look at this. Look at this. An evaluation. Look at this. Framework for. That's my area of interest, huh? Can you tell how many results it got me?
Huge number of results, sir.
No. On the top, you could see
98,
number
sir, 98.
98, right?
98. Right.
98. Okay. Now, most of you might be relying on one more tool, that is Google Scholar, right? Let's look at this. Control C. Now I will type the same thing on Google. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, how many? Give me a second. Can you check? Or without those quotes, if you enter this, you would get at least 900. What is the difference between Semantic Scholar and Google Scholar? Any idea? If anyone of you have ever used this, please let us know. Have you ever used? Okay, okay. So, Semantic Scholar, I will show you how to use it. Give me a second. Look at this. I click on that. Look at this. You may not get so many details on Google Scholar. You get exact citations, how many people have cited this paper, and what are the references in that paper. And you see a short description of that paper. Will this make our life easy as a researcher? That you need to think. Okay. Any idea what is this TLDR before everything? This is a short, very brief description of that paper. And we can go to any extent to expand it and see what do you see. That's the difference between Semantic Scholar. I don't say Google Scholar is bad, but what I say is look at this topics. You can filter it to a greater extent. Google Scholar is broad, whereas Semantic Scholar is deep. So, which one should you use for your research? You need to decide. Okay. So, we need to, if our research is focused, we will use Semantic Scholar, but that is to narrow things down so that we are not overwhelmed with research. All right. So, what is this used for? For narrowing down your research papers on a specific area, you use Semantic Scholar. Is it easy or difficult to find papers related to an idea that you got? Very difficult if we don't have this technology with us. We may have to read through a lot many things, but this is only the beginning. All right. Now let me move to the presentation. Is that clear? Look at this. This is an AI-powered academic search engine that understands semantics and context. I don't say better than Google Scholar, but I would say it's much deeper, more focused. Okay. Eliminates irrelevant papers and use case. This is when do you use this? Initial comprehensive literature collection. It is then you use this. And this one, if you look at, anyway, I'm sharing this just in case if you need a quick idea, you can take a screenshot of it. That's the difference between Semantic Scholar and Google Scholar, right? Is this clear? Purpose, AI-driven research discovery tool focusing on understanding context and enhancing researcher insights. This is broad, very broad. Okay, extremely large index. This is very small, very deep, but this is more for STEM, okay, science, technology, engineering, and medicine. It is for those, right? We go to the next one, very interesting one. How many of you used lit maps? How many of you used lit maps? Okay, no idea, no issues. Fantastic. No idea. Good. Uh, so hope the session is of some use. Now, say you began your research and you need to find very focused papers. Lit maps is the go-to tool. I'll show you how to do that. And I will tell you various features of it. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see this? Now I went into lit maps. All you need is an email ID for you to register yourself. And here I have done for this session. Look at this. I'm taking the previous example, okay? The same previous example. Do you see circles are articles you have added? Lines are citations, okay? Let's look at this. Quickly look at it. Oh, that went to. Give me a second, my friends. Look at this. I hope I'm not boring you, but the thing is, for a little hands-on, we need that much time. Okay, did you see? See, did you see this now? See, this is the research paper that I just accessed, and where this research paper got its sources from, these are the papers. These were cited in this paper, and later this paper was cited in these two papers. It can do a lot of work for you. If you look at that, I think there you could see. If you don't like something or if you feel something is not needed, you can delete from here. Okay. Rather than you reading tons of papers, you take one seminal paper, and from that seminal paper, where was this paper written from? And after this, what happened? This gives you a very clear idea and one of the best sources, tools for literature review. Hope I made myself clear. Now look at this. This paper is cited by so many people till 2025. It's a 2016 paper. Is this clear? That's one. Is this clear? I think now look at this, just click on that. You get all details related to this paper. If a document is available, you can also see this. Give me a second. Hope I made myself clear, my friends. That's the second tool for your literature review, right? See, I clicked the PDF and I got this. And you should be able to do your work. Is there a way that I can drag it down? Fantastic. Is this clear? So first, initially we filtered through Semantic Scholar. Then we came to Lit Maps for our literature review. Now, is this clear? Look at this. Start with one paper, get instant related papers through citation. This is to build focus and filter out irrelevant papers at each stage and use with Google Scholar, not instead of it. You can also use Semantic Scholar. But as I told you, Google Scholar is broader. So use Semantic Scholar, Google Scholar, but both will help you to narrow down your papers that you will read. It is like this. Litmaps is like this, an interconnected web of papers. This is one seminal paper that you read and all related papers. You don't have to read all these papers. Within Litmaps, you get summary of every part of the paper. I'll show you other aspects of it. It's like this. You have seen, right? Where was this paper written from? What sources did it take from? And who followed this paper and who cited this paper? This is lit maps for you. Now, sometimes you read a passage, or you wrote something and you are not able to figure where this paragraph is from. So, Sourcely is one thing your go-to to. Any paragraph you take from anywhere, put it in it, and you get it. Where it is taken from there you can take a citation. As the name suggests, the source of this paper you can easily identify. Okay, how? Look at this. Paste and find. All you need is an email ID to get into. Copy paragraph. Find citations for unsourced sentences in your draft. When to use? When exploring topics from blog posts or articles. Apply filters to refine. You can do lot many things with it. It looks very simple, but you can say how many times when you're writing your research, you felt, wow, where did I get this from? So just copy paste and that's it. You get source of it, right? Uh, and I think that's anything free comes with the limitations. So 1,000 words for every 24 hours. Now they reduced it even further, right? Hope I am making sense. So till now, tell me what are all the tools that we discussed in the chat box? No. Just in the chat box. I will do that. I will share the slideshow. But what are all the tools that we discussed till now? Quick. Semantic Scholar, RVR, Amol, Semantic, Litmap, Sourcely. Hanumantra, fantastic. Very good too. Kameshwari, Shravani, very good. Um, uh, uh, Hari sir and madam, I'm sure those who got the right answer are getting some prizes, aren't they?
Why not? Why not?
Yes, sir.
We'll be considering.
Yes. Fantastic.
Definitely some recognitions.
Yes. So Semantic Scholar for initial filtering, lit maps to relate to find those connections, Sourcely to find the source of a passage or text that you from your work. Fantastic. But I'm telling you, it's not that easy. You um, you have data. All you need to do is go to YouTube and see tutorial on this and start using it. Okay, beautiful. Thanks so much. You've been there. Okay. So now we will move to the next one. Because if I'm on full on slideshow, I'm not able to switch between. So please bear with me for that. Sourcely, look at this. I just took this small little text and it gives me so much. Okay. Hope these tools are useful and helpful for you. Now look at this, my friends. For literature review and collection, uh, if you're done and dusted with your literature, you have all the sources, your research becomes easy. So Litmaps is not just one thing that you have. There are other sources. Uh, can you just type in the chat box what are the other things that you can see on the screen in addition to Litmaps for you to get relevant papers related to a paper you're reading in the chat box? Fastest finger first. Very good, very good. Amazing. Hey, I could see some good responses. Okay, so connected papers, our discovery, research rabbit, insightful, sourcely, semantic scholar. All right. Now we move to other sources. Quickly, if you look at it, sourcely for finding citations, strong AI capabilities, strong AI citation and summarization. So from Sourcely, you get the summary as well. Yomu is another semantic scholar I introduced. Paperpal is another very interesting tool for you. It will be very good for academic writing and polishing your writing. Style, clarity, grammar, cite. This is for smart citations. Quickly, you have to cite something, you get the details here. Okay. Connected papers. This is for research mapping like lit maps. Research rabbit, topic tracking and visuals. Elicit, as the name suggests, you know, Zotero and EndNote, these are reference management. Perplexity, Coming to this, for literature review, Semantic Scholar is open source and free. So you use, you delete, you use, you delete so that you can use it unlimited times, but with a limited content. But whereas others, they are, but if your academic institution or subscribes to, then you get it at a better price. And educators always get a better price. Probably a group of friends can, buy one license and can use. That's also a good idea. Now, what we did, we have an idea, we found sources, we mapped the sources. Now, will you read all those papers to identify the research gap? Maybe earlier you did that, but now you don't have to do that. To identify, validate research gap, there are so many tools. Excuse me for a minute. Thank you. There, you see, consensus and elicit. Let me introduce only one of these two tools. Consensus, I will take you through. Look at this. Look at this. Very interesting one. Did you see? I gave the same earlier ones. Do you see the kind of results that you got here? When I put just framework for evaluating call courseware, look at this, how many we got. You got all details as well. Full text, if it is available, you get it. I'm telling you, you need to explore this tool. Then you will understand how amazing it is. All right. So I will show you something else. Look at this. Filter, this option. I'm sure you are able to see my screen. Filter, I think you are able to see where my cursor is. Look at this. If I put this filter, look at this, how easy it becomes. You want the latest research? You want past 10 years research? Now, what is this Q1 and Q4 ranking? Can someone help in the chat box, my friends? Okay, top journals Q1, very good. Quartile, Anita Raju, fantastic. Journal quality, awesome, awesome. So, do you think our care list, UGC care list, do you think the journals listed in UGC care list is sufficient, or do you think no, now it is Amol? Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. Uh, see, quality ranking. Yes, yes. Say there are 500, in that 500, first quarter is Q1. If you are applying for a position abroad, or if you are applying for a good university outside India for a faculty position, they ask you for your research papers. Okay, what are your publications? And in that publications, they ask for only two things, Q1 or Q2. How many Q1 publications you have, how many Q2 publications you have, right? So if you want to raise your bar, you can choose this. Okay, you want to relate your research or take research ideas and quote research work from Q1, Q2? Yes. Q2, Q3, Q4 are also not bad, but the thing is that is when you are starting your career, yes, acceptable. But the QS, top QS 500 ranked universities look for only Q1, Q2 publications of yours in order for you to recruit. This is only a sorting criteria. This is for them to eliminate. If you have your publications in Q1, Q2, your application will be considered for the next stage. Is this clear? See, that is where I put this filter. You got it? We look at various other filters that you have. Here you see methodology. Look at this. And now look at this. General, whatever you want. And now you look at this fields of study. Now you look at this. Which research or what are the publications that you want to cite or look at? Are you looking at publications from the US? It's not to look at any country down, but the thing is, at the end of the day, if your research, you are submitting a paper, they look at who you have quoted. This is a biased world, unfortunately. So it may happen. So This tool helps you that way. Is this clear? Consensus. And what is the other one I told you? In addition to consensus, elicit. I'm telling you, my friends, uh, explore these tools on your own. And I'm telling you, magic. So, built exclusively for academia. Did you understand now Gen AI versus exclusive tools? Built exclusively for academia, no prompt engineering needed here. You put, you get what you want. Okay. But again, you should know how to use it. Okay. There are many tutorials available. Auto citations, every sentence includes source, papers plus 10 references. Imagine how much time you can save and how productive you can be with your research if you're doing this. Okay. So what are the two tools that we discussed? For paper summarization, you don't have to read through all 30 or 40 pages. If you take interest, then you can go through it if you are only interested in. Okay. Give me a second. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. I clicked one and that's the snapshot. Did you see onto the left-hand side what I'm getting? Look at this consensus meter. See, you are doing research, how your research would be perceived, that can be seen. And you get so many insights even before you start your work. So that makes it very crystal clear with your work. Hope I'm making myself clear to you, friends. All right. Now, so from filtering the papers, citing the papers, reading through the papers, now look at this. While reading, it may be quite dull. So there is one tool called SciSpace Copilot. SciSpace Copilot. This is AI-powered interactive paper reading platform. You give a paper, it chunks it into so many sections. Any section, specific section that you want to look at, you can go through that paper. Let me see if I can do one with you. SciSpace. Look at this. Here, all I think you are able to see. You can give a PDF and you can chat with it. Okay, you can do literature review, you can find topics, you can citation generate, it can do that. AI detector, but SciSpace is not number one AI detector in your work, but look at this, what this tool can do. Let me see if I can do something. Give me a second. Look at this, upload a file. I'm uploading one research paper. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, what it's doing for you. You won't get this in your chat GPT or look at this. Taking a little time. That's the paper. You can do a lot of work within this paper, various sections you can go through. Please explore it for yourself. Okay. Now, what it does, highlight and explain, get definitions and context of any section, a specific section you need, it will give you. Key features, text explanation, terminology, citation, expansion, everything. And most importantly, if you subscribe to it, you get a podcast on that paper. Okay. Use case, reduce reading fatigue and improve comprehension. A specific section you're not able to comprehend, a specific section it will comprehend for you. Next one, elicit. As the name suggests, this is for data extraction. Elicit provides tabulated data from multiple papers. Limitation, use as framework, not final content. Still needs human editing. AI is like that. It's artificial at the end of the day. You have to do your homework. Now, this is how it looks, my friends. Elicit. Now look at this. Next, to find research gaps in a paper. Say you have read 2, 3 papers, but still not able to find a gap. Give that paper to this. One for ideation, two to find gaps in the literature, or your own work you give, and it will give gaps in that. How? End-to-end solution scans literature, designs questions, validates novelty. Chat Academia, earlier it was called Research Kick till April 2025, and they changed the name, brand got changed to Chat Academia. Guides direction, leads you toward variable research areas. Viable, sorry, I'm sorry. This is a paid tool, okay? And critical step, identifies feasible gaps before research begins. Isn't it? Does it not save your time? Now, pillars of good scientific. Friends, if you uh, are with me from the beginning, from where we began and where we have come. What tool did we begin with and what tool did we end with? Okay. Now look at this. Pillars of good scientific research, robust results and discussions, clear, concise, and formal language. So, time factor. These tools really save your time. Initially, yeah, it's a little overwhelming when we start something new. For sure, it would be overwhelming. These tools, for sure, will take some energy of yours initially, but once you get used to, at the click, you will do a lot of work. Size space for you. Look at this, identifying, validating research gap and ideating. These are some of the tools. Consensus, which I've showed you. Uh, Elicit, SciSpace, Chat PDF, very good one. Perplexity, no hallucinations, but not that deep. PDF AI will help you. Ask your PDF, Research Kick, which is now Academia, and Inago. Very good tools for you. Shall I go ahead? That's when it comes to cost and availability. Nothing is free. If something says it's free, we are, say, there may be some of you who are good at listening to the paper and understand it more than reading it. So for people like those, or you're walking and you want to listen to something with regard to research, okay? Listening IO is a very good tool. Speechify is another tool. Now look at this. These are some of the tools: listening to papers, Speechify, Listening IO, Natural Reader, and Narrate. I'm sharing this presentation. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to make a note because we are also running short of time. So I'm running through a bit. Now, okay, you found the material, you found the gap, but still you want something to be made crisper, summarize. Okay, this is a tool. High PDF, Scholarly, and Audio Pen. And if you have any idea, more tools, please do share. Audio Pen, we just discussed. Now look at this. Recording voice notes to text. So there may be times that you read something and you want to take a note. Speech notes, Audio Pen, fantastic tools. We discussed the high PDF earlier, Scholarly. Now, there may be situations where you have to create images as part of your research. Midjourney is an amazing AI tool. These are some more tools which I would be sharing with you. Now, when it comes to pure science people, okay, BioRender and Mind the Graph, these are very good tools. Mind the Graph, multidisciplinary templates, and generate designs with full control over journal ready. Okay. Acknowledge tool use. Okay. Kindly do that. BioRender specialized for life sciences people. Professional diagrams for engineering people, eDrawMax. Now look at this. These are some imaging graphical tools. I'm sure, it's a bit overwhelming, but thing is, there are so many things available. Again, uh, do we get all of these in one package? No. We go to a specialist for a specific ailment. Similarly, we use a specific tool for a specific need. If we look for all in one, it may not serve the purpose. These are for imaging and graphical purposes. We are on 50th slide. We have another 30 to go, but I think statistical analysis, I think most of you have an idea, Tableau and Zoho. Now, coming to reference management, yes, you did a lot of research. What are some of the tools? Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, and PaperPal. Quick fixes. Trick is an amazing tool for reference cleanup. SciScore validate citations. Critical feature identify retracted papers. Okay. If you cite a retracted paper, even if your paper is amazing, your paper will be rejected if you cite any retracted paper. So to avoid that happening, these tools will help you. Start reference management early in your research. For reference management, I think these 4 tools are sufficient. I think you got it. Mendeley and Zotero. Cost and availability. Zotero is free to some extent. Huh? Now, most important thing, language. Yes, you did a hell lot of work. You got fantastic ideas. You did super original research, but again, language matters. It's a very biased world. So if you are publishing in Q1, Q2, most of these journals are published from the other side of the world. They look for language. Okay. For that, PaperPal is one of the best tools. Okay. What it does? Grammar, clarity, academic tone. Manuscript check evaluates 40 plus aspects of manuscript quality. You can integrate it with Google Docs and Microsoft Word. Uh, and those who are using LaTeX, our friends from engineering and science might be using this tool, LaTeX. This is like an add-on. Paperpal. Language tools, Grammarly and Trinka, very helpful. Why you use them? Grammarly, general purpose, widely used, browser-based. Trinka, built by language editing company. I think I made a mention of this one. This is more academic focused, specialized for LaTeX and overleaf users. Okay, use case. This will help polish language and drafts before journal submission. Tools for validating references: Cite, Petals, Cribber, Paperpal, and Trinka. Look at that. This cost availability. I'm sure this must has been the situation with many of us. Your manuscript, it's submitted, and you got reviews. 3, 4 reviewers got back to us, and it's like that, isn't it? So all those tools that we discussed earlier, they will help us save our time, not to go through this. But you should know how to use them. You should learn how to use them. And now you are done with your paper and you have to get it reviewed, right? You can't do it. You can mimic a paper review, peer review simulation with this. Paper Wizard, you can do peer review for you. Get 4 to 5 page detailed review of your academic backing, benefit reduced version rounds, faster journal acceptance, trusted tool, verify creators before uploading manuscripts. Is that clear? Now, grant writing, some tools for grant writing. Hyperwrite, Grant Boost, Grantable, FundWriter. And say now you're done with your publication, everything is over, you are presenting your research. Undoubtedly, you need to Prezi, I'm sure PowerPoint presentation, what I'm using, Canva, yes, Desktopers, Gamma for making presentations, ready-made most of your students might be using Gamma. How these are useful? Describe your topic and get full presentation. All you need to do is tell the level of audience that you're making presentation for. I didn't use this though. Okay. Convert document multiple sources to PowerPoint. AI organization, they do fantastic job. Now, the ethical dilemma. Okay. Anytime you use any tool for any purpose, please acknowledge, make a mention. It's your responsibility. Verify all AI assisted content before submission, please. And ethical guidelines, I'm sharing this presentation so you don't have to take a screenshot of it. I will convert it to a PDF because it's a big, close to 100 MB presentation. So look at this statement. During the preparation of this work, the author mentioned the tool, why you use this. Okay. This declaration does not apply to the use of basic tools like checking grammar, spelling references. No, you don't have to mention that. But just in case if you have used something, you need to mention, better do that. And I'm giving you a list of a few AI content detectors. Turnitin, GPT-0, originality, copy leaks. Copy leaks number 2 as such. I will be skipping this. This one I made a mention. Key recommendations for academics. For reference management, Zotero. For literature discovery, Semantic. For graphics, these are general AI tools. Connected papers is not, but institutional access, institution can buy something for our faculty. Key takeaways, I think I made myself very clear. Use right tool for right task. Argument, don't rely totally. Verify everything. Declare usage. Stay ethical. And I'm stopping the share. And if you have any doubts or questions, please do.
Yes, sir said now the session is open for questions. Anyone who want to ask a question, please raise your hand so that you can be unmuted. Please raise your hand.
You can also leave a question in the chat box. I can also read from there.
Yes, we
Just
have
in case.
Balakrishna Manikyam wants to ask you a question. Sir, Balakrishna sir, you can unmute and ask the question.
Sir,
Sir,
please
you are
unmute
on
yourself,
mute.
sir. You are
Sir,
on mute,
unmute,
please
sir.
unmute.
Balakrishna, sir, unmute.
Yeah, madam. Yeah,
Yes.
is my voice is audible, sir?
Yes, now it is
Yes, yes.
audible, sir. You can
Yeah,
continue.
thank you, madam. Thank you, Haribabu sir and Sailaja madam. Good evening, sir. This is Balakrishna Manikyam from Adhikavi Anna University, sir. Sir, I have only one question for you, sir. You said if you are publishing a paper in Q1, Q2, it is taking much more time, sir. Can I go for the Q3, Q4 for the research publication for the PhD purpose? Is it survival for the getting PhD, sir?
At least in India, yes, sir. For early researchers, Q3, Q4 is not a problem. That's a great beginning.
Okay, sir. Sir, another one more question, sir. We are getting a lot of time while we are putting in Q2 and I mean Q1 and Q2, sir. So why it is taking much time? We are just going to do the research and we are going to just publishing our paper, sir. I don't know, sir. I just sent it one journal, sir. International Journal of Drug Technology. It is taking more time for me to publish a paper. I don't know what is the reason behind that. Can I know for that from your sides?
Some take 3, 4 years also. I know some of my friends from my university
Okay, sir.
whose papers were reviewed, revised close to 22 times.
Oh, sir.
So imagine the kind of perseverance my friend has.
Oh,
Okay, something which started in 2022.
oh,
You see,
yes,
there is quality, there is real research, but if you go to a very good quality journal, yes, that happens, but it's not like you have ton of papers not worth anything. But if you have one paper in that one journal,
yes,
that speaks of you,
yes,
right?
yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Isn't it?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So
Thank
it's
you.
not the number of papers, it's a quality
Yeah,
of papers. If you
yeah,
look
yes, sir.
at most of those Nobel laureates, you have 40 to 100 papers max at the age of 60 and 70. You see some faculty with hundreds of papers. Doesn't make sense, right? Quality is quality.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Any further questions? Sir, many of the participants are asking in the chat box to provide
Yeah.
the PPTs, today's
Shravana
PPT.
Jyoti, can AI tools compare multiple research papers and generate insights? Yes. I shared some of those consensus, elicit, they do that thing for you. Gayatri, is it mandatory to publish paper in Scopus? Not really, but first look for whether the journal that you are uh, publishing in has some credibility. Those journals which are in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, they have that credibility. Some may be retracted, some journal papers may be retracted in 3 and 4, and some probably even from Q1. But the thing is, if you want to raise your bar, you need to do that. No, no, no. Research gap, you don't have to mention through which app you found the gap. No, you don't have to. Because that's general, right? You read a few and you found the gap. But again, how to identify list of journals in Hanumantrao Garu? Go to Schemago. Okay, I will share the link also. Okay. See, iPhone, I'm sorry, that's how it is written. Before submitting your paper, you get clear guidelines what to do, what not to do, what is acceptable of, what tools you can use, what you cannot. There is something which is assisting versus something which is helping you directly. Okay. If your content is detected that you have generated from this, that's not worth it. But the thing is, if you have taken for refining your language, absolutely make a mention. I have used Grammarly for refining language. No, we don't have to. We don't have to uh, acknowledge all the tools. We don't have to. Always use your discretion. Always use your discretion. There is a fine line what to mention, what not to.
Sir, Dr. Amol R. Bhute is asking if one go to buy everything, is it very costly? Any solution for that?
Um, some are really expensive, okay? But the thing is, can you give me 1 second? Only 1 second, please.
Yes, sir. And meanwhile, to all the participants, we have placed a feedback link of today's session in the chat box. Please find it. Thank you. Sir.
Would you mind repeating that question, ma'am? My flow of thought.
Yes, sir. Dr. Anmol is asking.
Yeah, got it.
If
So,
one go to buy everything.
yes. It's not feasible, honestly. But the thing is, as an educator, everything, even perplexity for educator with your institutional email ID. If you have an edu.com or .edu kind of email, or with your educational institution name.com, for sure you get 70 to 90% on a few tools, not all though. Yes, Chandra, I'm not sure whether it is he or she. I will share the PPT as a PDF. What, Prasad Rao, sir, what skills should researchers develop? As someone, as we have been, most of you, I don't know your age, but if we change with the time, it is good. Otherwise, time will change us. So I have shared some 20, 25 tools. They are very easy to use. Okay. And there are tutorials on every tool. Go step by step. It will be very easy. You are true. You are true, sir. Yeah, Dr. GSP. Yes, I completely agree with you. That's unfortunate. But yeah. Yes, it is affordability. If you can pay more, you get quickly published. But even now, there are some very good journals which may take a lot of time, say sometimes 1 year to 3 years, but they don't charge anything. I completely agree with you, GSP sir. For plagiarism, Turnitin. Turnitin and copy leaks and Watson. Yes. Research gap, Santoshi Devi, I shared a tool, right? Consensus. I shared a few tools, and anyway, I will share the presentation with you. I will consolidate. I'll make it simpler for you. To reject paper, what will be the major reason? Lot many reasons. Uh, Ganesh Babu sir, Turnitin for sure. But I think Ministry of our HRD has something else in India. Yes, it and go on to LinkedIn. Those who find it really very expensive for yourselves to buy, there are some resellers of Turnitin. They will send uh, access code at a much cheaper price. Uh, you will find them on LinkedIn for sure. In NAC, is it require course mapping? Is it possible? Course mapping. Okay, now look at this, Kashi Srinivasarao sir. Course mapping can be done with Gen AI tools with Perplexity rather than with LitMap. LitMap is more for literature review. Balakrishna sir, please. If I have missed any questions, please do write to me. My email ID, I think it's on the first slide. Or I can, Hari sir or ma'am will also share with you. Any other questions? Thank you for being there.
Yes, sir. Sir, one of the participant is asking which tool is best one for plagiarism checking.
Which I mentioned, Turnitin, CopyLeaks, Watson, and I also shared that you get resellers for Turnitin on LinkedIn. They will share codes at a very high discounted prices.
Yes, sir.
Schemago, fantastic. That is to know the journal. Siddhartha Babu Yaramneni, he mentioned Schemago, where you know the quartile of the journal. Thank you so much. Please ask Sri Vikas. Amol sir, you will get a feedback link even on WhatsApp group also, if I am not wrong.
Yes, yes, sir. They'll definitely get. Srivika, Gajula Srivikas. Sir, you raise your hand. Please unmute yourself and ask your doubts.
Um, Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, actually, this is Sarisha, sir. I have logged in with other.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I wanted to understand whatever results I got from some software or something. I tried to get the explanation in ChatGPT, sir. Will it be like okay with it? I mean, I was trying to understand the results which I got it. I got some results and I tried to keep it in the manuscript, but it is showing like it is a plagiarism AI results or something. What can I use to understand and how can I keep it in this paper for
Yeah,
manuscript?
sometimes it is like this. You wrote everything, but you may be so perfect, the AI tool detects it as plagiarized. So change the content slightly. And if you are using the right plagiarism check like Turnitin, you get which parts of it are AI generated. All you need to do is rephrase. Sir, which tool is ethical? All tools are ethical, but how you use them is your your choice. Okay, are you using that tool ethically? See, you generated all the content and put it straight. That's not ethical. It generated a lot of content for you. You make certain changes, and that will help. Research, literature review, identifying, concluding experiments, analyzing, writing. AI tools can assist in drafting and referencing, but they do not replace the core research. Absolutely, Hanmantrao sir. Absolutely. I think one of my slides, which I must have skipped, give me a sec. Give me, look at this. Look at this. Hope you're able to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't let people say, this is wrong, this is more. No, don't depend on it, but make use of it. Initially when computers were introduced, people said the same thing. But without computers, we are not able to do anything today. How you use, there are people who make software. There are also people who make spamware, isn't it? So how you are using it is in your hands.
Dr. Balakrishna raised his hand. Sir, if you have any question, please ask. Sir. Dr. Balakrishna, sir.
Sir, you are given option
Doc-
to unmute, sir. Please unmute yourself and ask the question.
See, Scopus, if there may be for sure some very good journals which are not indexed in Scopus, but the Web of Science or Scopus. But the thing is, you should be able to assess the credibility of it. Is it very well peer reviewed or not? See, sir, if you are using Grammarly, if you are using PaperPal, all you need to say is, I have used XYZ tool for refining the language. Very simple. You don't have to mention, for lit maps I used to map my research articles, or I used what is this, Semantic Scholar to filter the papers. You don't have to mention this.
Sir, excuse me. This is Dr. Balakrishna.
Balakrishna garu cheppandi.
Yeah. Sir, actually my question is, how do we know that the journal is really indexed with Scopus or SCIE?
Okay, so
Because
okay, got it, sir. I got your question. Go have an account with Scopus, and in the Scopus, enter this. Also enter the ISSN number of it. Okay, then check the quartile of it in Schemago. Then that's the only way for you to cross check.
yes, sir. Even after entering the details and everything else, they are saying that we can't give you any confirmation. That is
It's
what the
rare, sir.
response, what I'm
It's
getting from the
I
what
haven't
I'm
come
getting.
across, sir. I haven't come across a situation like that.
Yes, sir.
But have you checked it in Schemago? Have you checked it in Scopus database? If you have,
But
you can do that when you have a Scopus account. Opening a Scopus account is not, it doesn't cost you anything.
but when we open Scopus, the journal is reflecting.
Okay.
Yeah, when we cross check, it is not aligned with the Scopus formalities.
Probably, with the same name, there may be a fake one.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I'm asking you. How can we find? Because when I'm asking the Scopus authorities, they are not ready to give me the details. You know, sir, I am very
Got it. Got it.
afraid.
Got it.
I am very
Got it.
afraid. They are not ready to give me the details.
But Balakrishna sir, it is like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check it in Schemago as well. If that is the situation in Scopus, check it in Schemago,
It
and you
even
will
it
get
is in Schemago. Few are cloned.
Okay, sir. Okay, Balakrishna sir. We
it
can
happens,
clarify
sir. It
it
happens. So
from.
avoid that journal in that case.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Avoid that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we also have hands raised by Prashant Kumar Kunduru, Mr. Prashant Kumar Kunduru. If you want to ask a question to sir, please unmute yourself.
Hi, sir. Myself Prashant Kumar. I am from RGKT Triple IT. I am a IQAC coordinator. Sir, actually, nowadays paper writing is good enough, and you are saying so many tools. But okay, sir. Actually, now AI writing is a big task, sir. Right now. So when you publish a paper, the AI content is very high. Even we are writing our own also. Sometimes it is showing
There is
very
this
high.
false
So how we
positive
can reduce? Yes, sir.
by
So,
paraphrasing, by
yes,
if you use paper Paul, if you use the tool paper Paul, the chance of you getting that is very minimal.
okay. I hope Philboot also is somewhat useful.
To some extent, but not as good as paper Paul.
Okay, okay.
We also have Dr. S. Suresh, sir. He raised his hand. Kindly unmute, sir, and you can ask your question. Dr. S. Suresh. Okay.
Hello, sir. Am I
Hello,
audible?
sir. You
Yes,
are.
sir, you are.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
My question is AI can act like a research assistant, not like a principal investigator. Am
Yes.
I right? And another important thing is if we have problem, then it can help, but it cannot give any answers to the questions we have to raise.
It's
That means
not a principal investigator for sure, but it does as much work as a principal investigator. With the specialized tools that I shared with you, I'm telling you, you can do wonders. But again, you have to keep it your original by
Yeah.
paraphrasing rather than dumping it as it is. The basic idea is yours, your own idea.
Yeah, yeah.
You are using these tools to optimize your time and your resources. It's only for that. Absolute discretion is necessary to stay ethical.
Yes, yes. So that only I am saying.
Yes,
It is
sir.
not going to give the problem for us. We have to give the problem and it will help us.
Sir, it is like this, sir. For ideation, say from lit maps, you have collected some papers relevant to you.
Sir.
You give each paper to find the gap in it. I also have given you some tools to find research gaps.
Yeah.
From those gaps, you collect them. Either you get an idea and go further, or you give all these gaps and ask it to give an idea. And if those ideas align with your areas of interest, you can do it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, another hand raised, maybe one or two more questions to you. Dr. Harikrishna Padala. Dr. Harikrishna garu. Please unmute yourself, sir. Harikrishna garu. Okay, in that case, we have another participant, Sirisha, who raised her hand. Please unmute, madam. Please unmute and ask your question.
Good evening, sir. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Sir, today I would like to ask about the SCA and ESCA. So, what is the main significance and what is the difference between these two, sir? Can you specify?
Okay. See, just one word, one letter, right? Emerging. E is for emerging. Something is already here, SCI. ESCI is emerging, means it just started trying to go there. ESCI doesn't have the credibility or weight SCI has. So, scholar versus emerging scholar. You got the difference, Sirisha, ma'am?
Maybe yes, sir. Maybe yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sridhar Babu, sir, both as well.
Yes, sir. Mr. Venkatramana, who wants to ask a question, raise his hand. Venkatramana garu, please unmute.
Good evening, Sailja ma'am and Haribabu sir. First of all, I would like to congratulate both of you for conducting this session. Hope I am audible to every one of you.
Yes, yes, Ramna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Ramna.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead with the
In fact,
question.
I have been listening to Sir Sister, sir. It's an interesting session. But I would like to add one point to the indexing pattern. These days, I would see certain papers which are being indexed have also the possibility of being de-indexed in case of the journal which comes out of a particular folder, Scopus or Web of Science. As rightly mentioned by a few people over there, while Ximago can give the right direction for the people who want to publish their papers in either Scopus or Web of Science, unfortunately, Ximago cannot give the right direction, in my point of view. Pardon me if I am wrong, but
No, you're right, sir. You're right.
Pardon me
To some
if
extent, nothing is
pardon me,
100% foolproof.
there
It
is any
can lead
possibility.
us.
Yes, sir. If there is any possibility, we had better check the same journal in Scopus itself. Even then, we cannot get the right direction. But unfortunately, Skimago doesn't update the Scopus and Web of Science every month. It updates once a year. I keep asking many questions to Skimago whenever I have a doubt on certain things. But at the same time, we should also look into certain parameters even on Scopus or Web of Science to get to know which journal is actually indexed either in Scopus or Web of Science. But unfortunately, many journals are being sold. The publishers would change, they would keep changing. The moment we should understand one thing, the moment the publisher changes, we had better not go for the journal. Because the publisher changes, automatically they would like to sell that particular journal for millions of dollars. It is how laymen are actually being deceived, bamboozled into producing their papers, their quality papers.
True.
Because I am into that fold, I have got 5 papers published in Scopus and Web of Science. I know how difficult it is. I'm sorry to
No.
interrupt.
You are absolutely right, sir. You are absolutely right. That is
Yes, sir.
one criteria. If the publisher is changing, that is one red flag for us to look for.
Yes.
And two, look at the
And
better
one more thing,
avoid
sir.
fresh, better avoid fresh
interrupt you,
journals.
sir. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I may tend to forget this point. I would suggest all of you not to go for certain Scopus journals which don't index English papers. Sometimes, what happens, we would like to get our English paper published in a journal which is not relevant to English. For example, if we would like to go for that kind of journals, such journals will never index our papers. They are ready to come out of that particular fold. It happens for sure. I too face that kind of situation in my journey. Therefore, if you have to look for a journal which actually publishes your domain papers, the papers in your domain, that way we have to choose the journal. Sometimes we would like to go for in a hurry a journal which doesn't actually publish our papers, but we would like to go for that kind of journals. In a hurry it happens. Nobody wants to lose money, but due to lack of time, in a hurry it happens. I request all of you not to go for that kind of journals. And sometimes, what happens even in the case of business, these business guys would show you one journal which is actually indexed in Scopus and Web of Science, but in reality they would publish your paper in similar journal which is predatory, which is not actually indexed. So we should be able to differentiate between predatory and actual Scopus and Web of Science journals. I would request Dr. Seshadhar sir to address this because it's very important. These days, I would also see predatory journals with the same ISSN, with the same name, with the same title. There would be a couple or even more than a couple more journals would exist. We are unable to choose between those two. This is how it happens, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And it's above all, it's an interesting session. I keep listening to you.
Thank you so
Right
much.
from the outset.
You
Thank you,
yourself
sir.
gave the answer. So we have to be more than vigilant. We have to look at the age of the journal, how it is cited, if it is something fresh, if it is too good to be true, um, we have to better avoid it. Good, it takes time, but get into a better journal rather than, in a hurry to get our work published.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Venkatramana garu. And so if there are no questions, I think, Sir Seshidhar sir, can we end the session or anything from your side to convey?
Please, what I would do is I would share the presentation with you as a PDF.
Yes, sir.
Kindly share it with them, and I will also share my email ID. If they have any questions, they can always get in touch with me.
Yes, sir. So, Sir Hari sir, in that case, we'll end the session by thanking Seshidhar sir.
With a wonderful big thanks to
Yes,
Shashidhar
sir.
and also all the participants continuously invested around couple of hours of time, put together 350 on average. We had the number, and we value all of your time. Pretty much, I also can appreciate my friend Shashidhar, who has come out with a wonderful presentation of the whole AI, how it has slowly emerged and then how effectively evolved into the whole academician's life today. And you proved it, sir. Thank you so much for your time, effort, energy. In a very less possible time, you have given us consent and then you made everything ready. We are always grateful from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. And you are
Yes,
a
sir.
wonderful friend for us. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Especially the demonstrations you shared will help participants save their time and improve the quality of their research work, sir. So we sincerely thank you for the effort you have taken to share your knowledge and expertise with us, sir. And we also thank all the participants for their patience listening throughout the session and for the questions you posed to, sir, and for the patience of Shashidhar, sir, the patience, so patiently answering all the questions. Once again, thank you, Dr. Shashidhar, sir, from our side, from the
One thing,
Department of Science and
ma'am, I'm sorry, but the thing is, I'm not a PhD. Please bear with me. I think some, discrepancy there. I'm only Mr. Shashidhar, not Dr. Shashidhar.
Yes, sir. But you have that expertise as a PhD, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So, sir, shall we wind up the session, sir?
Yes, with the permission of all the
permission of,
participants, one after the other, the participants go out. We'll be the last one to wind up the session, and I'm happy Sashidhar also waits or even goes out. That is up to his own choice, and we'll be waiting for the day to end up exactly on 8 o'clock.
Sir, shall we end up the meeting?
Yes, madam, please end up.